stage.
Big week this week for
Very much so.
Presidential debate.
Yeah, and this is the first one, I believe, happening this early in the game of the election season. And so this article here from Politico, it's titled, What to Know About the First 2024 Presidential Debate. And I pulled it up just because, admittedly, I personally haven't been paying a lot of attention to this event happening. I know it was happening, but I haven't been. I just haven't been paying a lot of attention to it with other things going on. But I know it's happening, so I was looking at it, and then I was like, "Well, that's interesting." So let me read this article. So Joe Biden and Donald Trump will take the debate stage together for the first time in 4 years as they gear up for the tight presidential rematch. In the days leading up to the debate, the candidates have adopted dueling prep strategies. Biden has hunkered down at Camp David, surrounding himself with top advisors as he practices it and hones in on themes the campaign hopes to emphasize during the debate. Trump, on the other hand, hit the campaign trail Saturday with Faith and Freedom Coalition gathering in Washington and a rally in Philadelphia, where he polled the audience on whether he should be tough and nasty or nice and calm with Biden at the debate. Off the trail, allies and experts have engaged in Trump policy discussions. Okay, so they then jump into when is the debate? Well, the debate will be held Thursday, June 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It will run for 90 minutes with 2 commercial breaks. Where is the debate? CNN is hosting the debate at its studio in Atlanta with news anchors Jake Tapper and Dana Bash moderating. So you can watch it on CNN, CNN International, CNN Espanol, and CNN.com if you have a subscription. But what are the debate rules? This is the part that was very interesting that I think we should take note of. Other than it being at CNN, it's funny, it's not at a neutral site. In a departure from debate tradition, there will be no studio audience. A demand Biden's advisors felt could strip Trump of a major advantage and prevent a rowdy crowd of supporters from overtaking the event. Biden and Trump will get 2 commercial breaks to refresh, but they cannot confer with their campaign staff during the time. The moderators will also have the ability to mute the candidate's mic to avoid crosstalk and interruptions between turns, which played Biden and Trump's first debate showdown in 2020. There will be no opening statements. Candidates will dive straight into the moderator's questions. Biden and Trump will have 2 minutes each for answers, 1 minute for rebuttals, and 1 minute for response to rebuttals. Candidates will be provided with a pen, a pad of paper, and water bottle. Props or pre-written notes will be prohibited on stage. Biden's campaign won the coin toss to decide either the order of the candidates' closing statements or the podium position. The president selected right podium, placing Trump to the left of viewer screens. Trump's campaign opted to take the last word of the night, positioning Biden to deliver his closing statement first.
Yeah, we know that the questions are going to be laid up.
Dude, that's so wild. Like it,
and they don't need a mic. They don't need the ability to mute the mic so that Trump doesn't interrupt and stumble Biden. He's good at doing that on his own.
He's gonna do it on his own. And I think, look,
I'm more interested to watch the creative camera manipulation that we're going to see in real time.
Dude, it's a mockery, man. It's. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it in the sense of like, one, people should be there. These are people being elected by the people of the United States. But 2, any sort of when you close off an environment, when you close it off, you inherently are putting a cloud of distrust over it. Like you're doing that, and yet it just continues to fuel this narrative of people who question the stuff that happens as being, whatever they are, whatever we are, people who are willing to say, well, why would you do that way? Why would you have Jake Tapper and Dana Bash do it, despite it being at CNN studios? Why would you have it at CNN studios, right? There's just so many things. Like, why would you mute the mics? Just little things like that where it's like, I think we should all watch it, though. Honestly, I think by the time you guys are listening to this in the full length release, I hope you did watch it. And if you didn't, take this as your cue to go back and watch it because it's important. What's happening in our nation is very important.
We'll be talking about it on the podcast in 2 weeks.
Maybe we'll do a live stream in November where we do the debate. We'll just hang out and have some entrepreneurs around. We just hang out. And watch the debate and talk about it. That would actually be a sweet thing to do. Instead of a Super Bowl watch party, you got the debate watch party with business owners.
People only took that much care.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna move on from that. But Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, watch the debate, tune into it, and see it with your own eyes before it's altered with artificial intelligence. Just, all right, well, let's talk about if Trump wins, right? So, this video circulating of this gentleman, it's already got in one day 2.8 million views, which isn't a massive amount in today's day and age, but it's enough that people are watching this and talking about it. And it comes by way of Paul Zippala. Sorry, Paul. It says, "Man makes violent video about killing people if Trump wins." Let's check it out.
If Donald Trump wins, there are going to be a lot of angry people. I can't promise that there won't be some fighting. But if Donald Trump wins and starts trying to implement some of these measures to take away even more rights.
What measures?
What rights?
You're not going to want to be around for that fight. I can fucking promise you that. You're not going to want your family to be around for that fight. Because people will die. People will die. You don't know what that is fucking like. I can promise you that. You have no fucking clue what that's like. All you guys want to fucking talk about a civil war. None of you have even been to war. So you don't have a fucking goddamn idea what it's like.
Gonna need to mute some of
keep
that.
fucking thinking that you're ready for it. Because I can fucking promise you, you're not.
See, I'm actually on board with him if it wasn't for the if Donald Trump wins part, because I was just talking about this with one of my good friends. The trivial nature of war in our dialogue, we've trivialized it, and we joke about it. We talk about civil war, but that was arguably if not the worst time period, one of the worst time periods in our nation, is when your fellow countrymen put their weapons on each other. And that's a very serious thing. I just don't agree with him being like, if Trump wins, this is going to be the result of it. But this is that brainwashing that has come from leftist media, like CNN. This constant, if Trump wins, he's going to be a dictator for life. He's never leaving the Oval Office. If he wins, he's going to lock up AOC. If he wins, he's going to come for our news networks and arrest Jake Tapper. It's like that type of rhetoric and perpetual motion has produced people who actually do feel that way. And they're always like, it's the MAGA people. It's like, actually, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be the ones right. And we saw what y'all did before.
Well, what I think's interesting on that post is if you actually scroll down, there's like all the comments are hidden after, I don't know, like 10 or something. It says show more probable spam.
Yeah.
But when I actually go through the comments, there are a ton of verified accounts. So I think this is a weird thing that
Elon, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, what is the Twitter algorithm doing there? Probable spam. What are you talking about? These are all verified accounts.
Look at that.
And they're
man.
just asking questions like, who is this guy? Does anyone know his handle?
Yeah. But you're spam.
Yeah, so that's an interesting take too.
Very much so. Well, either way, man, like this is why we were just saying, watch that debate, man. Watch what's happening around you. Like the temptation for us is to, stay so tunnel vision on everything we got going on, our families, our business, and so on. But you are.
Well, and also don't trust, verify.
Hey,
so
come on.
People aren't going to watch it. Then they're going to go on Twitter, or Instagram, or Facebook, or LinkedIn, or TikTok, and then they're going to consume a bunch of people commentary from people who tend to feed their ideals, and then they're going to take that at face value instead of actually watching the debate. I don't think you can watch the debate and unless they do something to manipulate it and actually think that one guy is more well equipped than the other based off of his cognitive function.
Roger that.